Greetings, fellow beings. Ho, ho. It is a marvelous Monday. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. We have so many stories to get to. I think 17 or 18 in all. That's right. But that doesn't mean I don't have time for each and every one of you. Because I do. I do. So let's say hi to each and every one of you. Those of you got here early, thank you so very much. We got Terry Rose in the house. Good to see you, Terry. Hope you're doing well. O.C. Dobbins is hanging out with us as well. I hope you enjoyed the film. Did you? Captain Phantom Nerd is out there, says, good morning. Good morning, sir. And Tim Hayes, what's up, Timmy? Hope you're doing well. Morgan King is here. He's amazing. Amazing. Morgan is amazing. Shrap. 3D. Did I see that correctly? I have a video coming out. A video. All about the debacle. I do. Keely Chow, what's up, my friend? What's up? Hello, Spec Linux Laptop. How are you? And thanks for joining us over on Rumble as well. Me and my monkey. That's right. What's up? Drew Labbers is out there. Have a good morning, everybody. Yes, good morning. Have a great day. And of course, Penny. Blake Pace went to see the movie. Saw The Fall Guy last night. Loved it. Yes, it was good times. Good times. The lovely Apollonie's Minion is joining us. Please be safe, dear. And thanks for taking care of each and every one of us. We appreciate you. SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor is going to get us started today. And Cynthia Carter got my morning dose of beach punk waddle. Next up, coffee. That's right. In fact, let's start the coffee now. Right here. My cheer. Speaking of right cheer, I bet your right cheer is going to be right cheer. Some imagination over on Rumble. Good to see you. We got one of our favorite Canadians. It's Randall Orser from Canada. Hoo! Howdy y'all. Seeing Fall Guy tomorrow. $7 Tuesdays. That's right. Us folks of the more advanced age get discounted things. Take advantage. Will Scarlett. Hey, everybody. Of course, I don't know. Are you old enough to be called older? I don't know. Probably. If not, I hope you didn't take it as a slight hoof. Will Scarlett's in the house. Good to see you, Will. We've got Tastier back in the 80s. Hail, Culturites, indeed. Still love that image. Our good friend Dice Media Group is here. Eggs, toast, 6 minutes of culture every one weekday morning. That's right. M&M Fish, taking a break from yard work. All the rain is making everything take over. Oh, I know. So much to do. Right now, I'm fighting the battle of the weeds. I have this huge area to clear and then dig down like 24 to 30 inches down so I can get the next greenhouse built. We're looking at, gosh, I don't even know the square footage. It's something dumb. It's like 1,700 square feet, 1,800 square foot of greenhouse I'm going to be putting in. Crazy stuff. Dylan Soup! What's up, Dylan? Keely Chow. Did I say roll tide? If not, roll tide, my friend. Sonder Hammerslag. Culture did an interview with Jeremy Seinfeld? No, but that's funny. Jerry Seinfeld, anyway. Morning to you, Channel Surf. Hope you're doing well. Say hi to the lovely lady as well. Wolverine Schnicht. What's up? Saw you got gifted a membership. Congratulations. M. Hampton is here. GM, which is good morning. That's not enough coffee right there. Jonathan Conroy, greetings to you. Dr. Megatron, what's up? And of course, the great D. Bud Martin, exercising his right to wrench. 90 of you here so far. We're growing by the moment, folks. Thank you for that. We got a tipping barn. Good on Jerry. Yeah, kind of weird. It's weird. We'll get to that story. That's just the headline for fun. The real headline, if I would have been awake enough to make the thumbnail, would have been Helldivers 2, which I didn't even collect the story, but it is impressive, and I'm dropping a video on it shortly after we end today's stream, so please look for that. I just have to get through the edit process. Editing process. 12-inch Lando, good morning. Well, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Archie Mitchell's out there. Well met indeed, sir. And of course, Daniel G's here. Hail! Chris Persa and his wrench. Definitely time for a little culture. That's right. John Gibson's joining us today. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, I have a video coming. It'll be a little bit after the stream because it must render. I must render a video. Or Judgment or something. I'm going to render things. Joshua, woohoo! Welcome to notifications. That's right. John Graber, the space jockey. Hello, everybody. Well, hello. Core member, one of the greatest memers of all time. Core member 123. What's up? And Frank's here. Frank's here. And Dave G Sound. Here we go. The Gaming Dude. DS Ford. John Gibson again. Or a different John Gibson. I don't know. Bill Chapin's here. What's up? Dark Shadow Logan. Hey, what's up, my friend? The Animation Critic. Hello. Hello. Wait, $7 Tuesdays are for everybody. All right, everybody. Here we go. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in, but let's start first with the SNL stuff that happened. That's right, SNL stuff that happened. Well, they did a bit. They had a cold open centering on Columbia University's ridiculousness and the people that are ridiculous there, and how they were handling the pro-problem protests, I'm going to say. Dua Lipa made her debut in that cold open. I'm not really certain that she was all that engaging. I know a lot of people like her. I know she sings and things like that. But they really came out, swinging. They're playing concerned parents of the student participating in the protests and everything else that happened because a lot of those demonstrators were arrested. Here's part of the stuff with what they were saying out there. I don't understand what they think. Well, goodness. I don't understand what they think they're doing. They're accomplishing. And that's really putting a strain on me and my daughter's relationship. This is them talking about these things in a comedic way. They did a decent job with the sketch, but I think opening up with something this big and political that's not like focusing on a press secretary or a president can be a little iffy. So you can go back and watch this. It's actually out on YouTube already. So apparently the government in Israel has shut down Al Jazeera News and took over a bunch of their gear. That's kind of weird, right? They voted to shut them down unanimously and said Al Jazeera reporters harmed Israel's security and incited against IDF soldiers. The time has come to eject, Hamas's mouthpiece. And again, that was a statement made by Israel, not by me. Moving on, Jerry Seinfeld crashes SNL. More SNL news? It's weird. Still not laughing? Correct, for those of you in the audience that decide that's true. Yeah, that's right. So, said, as a man who did too much press, he's basically talking to Ryan Gosling. This was a funny bit. Talking pretty exclusively about all the weird things that were going on. He acknowledged that he couldn't undo all the press he had done, but wanted to help other people. Directing words of wisdom to the Barbie and Fall Guy star, saying, if you're struggling with the press, you're not alone. I'm talking to you, Ryan Gosling. He continued, when I started doing press for Unfrosted, I was like you, funny, good looking. Now look at me. Do you think this is how I wanted to spend my 26th birthday? But you can get clean. Kind of a fun shot. Moving on, we got box office results for that film, which weren't good. Very disappointing to me. Why? Because I wanted this film to do well. It still finished in number pole position, first place, but 28.5 million was a far cry short of where they wanted it to be, and 53% down from last summer opening weekend's numbers. Phantom Menace came in number 2, putting Challengers on the bottom at number 3, which I think is also funny. Box office for The Fall Guys, I mentioned before, disappointing $28 million debut. Why is it disappointing? Well, they were expecting somewhere between 30 to 40 million. I was expecting 35 to 38 million. Boy, was I wrong. It happens. But Paramount is the focus, at least it was over the course of the weekend. They're still negotiating with Skydance, but right now they're talking to Sony and Apollo. And they're trying to get things settled so that Shari Redstone can leave with her giant pile of cash. Warren Buffett has sold his Paramount stock at a huge loss. And let me tell you, those people in Berkshire Hathaway were not thrilled. You got William Shatner saying he'd be willing to do it again. Star Trek, that is. And you know what? I think that'd be a lot of fun. It would certainly help out Paramount. Bernard Hill passed away just a day ago. He died at the age of 79, known for many incredible roles, including in Lord of the Rings films. He will be missed. The box office for Garfield internationally scratched up $22 million. That's pretty good. The problem is now this is available on all the piracy sites, so it's going to hit the domestic release pretty hard next weekend. Berkshire's profits dropped 64% because they sold off Apple. Well, he was thinking the right way. Wow, apparently I had that in there twice. Boeing locks out their private firefighter service all around Seattle over a pay dispute. They don't seem to be engaged in a lot of safety lately, at least in my opinion. And now they're going to be launching a new capsule to space with astronauts aboard. That's kind of worrying as well. Have you seen what's going on with the planes there, astronaut people? You got an AI-controlled fighter jet, speaking of flying around, that was actually, flown by AI and had the Secretary of the Air Force actually on it. We got Amazon CEO Andy Jassy commenting about unions and violating federal law. The National Labor Relations Board is actually ruling on some of the statements that were made and some of the practices that were made with Amazon. And finally, a man says his emotional support alligator, known as a big social media audience feature, has gone missing. That's right. The man lost the alligator named Wally, which had been responsible for helping him relieve his depression. So, yeah, we kind of need to, maybe help him out. If you know where his alligator is. Just, he wants his baby back. Baby back, baby back, baby back. Gators are good eating. Anyway. All right, guys, on to bonus time. Here we go. Ho! There you guys are. I was looking for the chat. How you doing? Doing good? Did you miss me? Got a lot of you out there like Mark. Got Davina, which I like to say Davinia. I just think it's fancier. Tina Guzman is here. Lots of jokes. I can't believe I still have a YouTube channel. Sassy Lass, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Nearsighted Cyclops is hanging out with us. Look at all these folks. Like, is this live? What's up? You totally idiot. I am. I'm a total idiot. Idioting. Yeah, you guys are great. Kate Roberts, what's up? Good morning, pontificators. Well, I try. I hope I don't speak at you. I speak to you and with you. Hey, your average Patriot nerds out there. So is Mr. Loman 007. What's up? Let's see. We got a few other folks hanging. We got some super duper chat, like a super sticker from Darius Munchausen, making sure I got my coffee. Thank you, Darius. Yes, and I have it in my Star Wars tumbler. Yeah. I use this a lot. It's slowly deteriorating. I love it, though. We got, is this live for a Canadian 5? Thank you, my friend, saying, have to point out that the panel predicted Sony wouldn't cave, but several of us in chat did. PC gamers are starting to realize their power in block, which I think is also in mass, and I agree with you. That's actually a great take, and I'll tell you, I'm glad that they caved because it does show how much power we have. And that's kind of reflected in the video that I am trying to get edited while I'm doing the live stream. How am I doing so far? I'm not getting anything done. We'll get a video out here in the next half an hour before we start Midnight's Edge in the morning. How about that? LDG. What's up, Pickles? What's up? What's up? And thank you for the super chat, you guys. And the member chats that are coming in as well. Like Keely Chow, who's been around for 17 months. He says, thank you for a great 6-minute daily. Bonus time. You betcha, my friend. And of course, Darius Moonshine says, I finally made it to the earlier time. Yeah. Well, thanks for being here. You're great. Peach fan, Ann. Hello. Good to see you. I like peaches. I could eat a peach for hours. Yeah. That's from a movie, guys. It wasn't a bad thing. Yeah. Dice Media Group says, hey, in France, protesting is part of growing up. You have to protest when you're young. Man the barricade. In the USA, it's don the sheep's wool, protesting against things you don't understand. A lot of people here don't get the stuff that they're doing. You go ask those kids at those colleges what they're protesting and why, and they will not be able to concisely tell you with anything related to facts or other bits of information that would bring you to an understanding of what they think they're protesting about. My millennial sons did not buy a PS5, even though they own pretty much every gaming system. They're done with Sony. Wow. Well, I was gifted my PS5, so that's a different situation, but I get it. Sony's a little frustrating, that's to be sure. Hey, Mariella Newworth is here. Good to see you, dear. We got the Bad Cap. What's up, the Bad Cap? And Jay Burt 3110. My bad, I didn't go see the movie. That's okay. Just let me know if you do see it. What do you think of it? And Mariella, I agree with you. I think Hollywood is also dead, as in no longer alive. No matter what they come out with, it'll be the same. I think I'm going to agree with my friend Vic Fontaine on this because Vic and I communicate regularly. I think that Hollywood is going to have to make event movies again, and I think the studios are going to have to realize that they butchered their most important asset, which was their content and their ability to distribute it in multiple ways through multiple other services, not only just digitally through streaming, cable, premium cable channels, and also physical media. I think they are cutting off their nose to spite their face just because they want to control things because, well, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. Except it's a lie. Apparently, the cake is a lie as well. But, I'll leave that up to you for you guys to discuss. Is the cake a lie? Is it? Is it? I don't know. DJ Ronnie G! I made it with 3 minutes left, except that I'm still going. Keep going. Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith Remasters 3.0 fan-made mod is out, and it's great. That's from our friend Low Spec Linux Gaming. So, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, King Theoden. What a bummer, right? Found that out yesterday. I was like, oh, man. It was sprayed onto pirate sites. Well, I just have to tell you that like the moment that these things happen, and I mean, I'm being just straightforward. The moment that you release something internationally before you do it domestically here in the States, you lose a giant chunk of revenue. Don't do that. M%M. Hard pass, Boeing. Indeed. Jaybert's last movie I saw in theater was Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's because I and my nephew are big fans of the games. Yeah, they're great. Nothing else has come out that has even tempted me. Wow. Hey, Scott Hughes, good to see you. The Starliner got lost last time it flew. That doesn't sound encouraging, does it, DJ Ronnie G? Yeah. AI-controlled fighter jets? Yep, nothing could go wrong there. What are bigger drones, right? I think a lot of things can go wrong there. John Cipolla, yeah. What's up? Anthony Smith, good morning. Good morning. And John Cipolla is here. He's great. Love John. JPRPH1, hello. And Matt G. What's up, Matt G? You guys are going, how is that Matt G? Because I know that's Matt G. Don't tell anybody that's Matt G, okay? Sassy Lass, I wouldn't trust anything with Boeing for a name. Is it just me? I think they've sullied their reputation. And I don't think that's good. That's a fancy word. Sullied. Sullied. Not that fancy. Sarite. Sarite. Oh, who else is out there in the world? Tastier back in the 80s got the reference to my peach joke. Well, thank you. People are up at 7:45 a.m. in Cali now. Morning meh. Yeah, well, to be fair, I think I was up at 5. Usually I'm up about 4:30. So that way I can hang out with great people like Pro and others and do video recordings with them before I do this. Yeah. Hey, an emotional support allocator? I'm not insane. It's not me. It's that guy. Metal Pick. What's up? CJ, what's up? CJ says he wants his pet back. Gator tastes great. It does, actually. It's prepared properly. You ever had gator? Yummy. Rob Altus is joining us from across the world. How's it going, Rob? Good to see you. Boeing leaves the door open to space travel with new capsule. They do. Apparently, they do in flight sometimes, too. Oh, DMG is rocking it. This is great. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Have a good day, the gaming dude. The key? This is not the key. Brad Barth, what's up, my friend? Good to see you again. Dustin Hogel, good to see you. I think I pronounced that properly. And who else rolled through the door? Many, many others. Look at all these wonderful people. Dr. No 27. Yeah, lots of people hugging that gator. Something to see. Hey, Luis Messina's here. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out last night. We got Right Cheer. Like I said, Right Cheer is Right Cheer. What you protesting? What you got? Jay, the generous Jay, says most of the people arrested at Columbia the other day were not college kids. True. They were outside organizers. And this is starting to become the story. Will the mainstream media start to cover it as the story, is the question. You're like, what are you talking about, culture? Well, what I'm talking about is that this is all funded by others, and now we know who the funders are. And they seem to all come from one particular party causing all this disruption. All this money is coming from a group of people that really hate America, despite the fact that they are what they are and they have all this wealth because, well, they're in America. So there's that. Conservatives need to create their own Hollywood and keep it in Texas. Well, I would prefer that we have a nonpartisan creator of culture that's collaborative in nature, that everybody can participate in, and that there doesn't seem to be any litmus tests for, which, again, that's kind of what ESG, DEI, Bridge, all these other buzz things you're hearing about. That's kind of a litmus test for, are you doing the right thing according to a select handful of people who are happy to violate said right thing. Rules for thee, not for me. That's their attitude. Again, when you grow up in an era that has none of the problems that we have now that were, invented, created, manufactured to be there now, you start to recognize what's happening. So, what's up, Sci-Fi Mombi? Bill Maher was a good interview with Seinfeld on Club Random. Really? That's the one where they smoke medicinal substances and drink heavily and chat? I have to check that out. The cake, it's a gosh darn lie. You guys are funny. Hollywood doesn't understand what a hero or a villain is. I agree. until they learn this, all movies will be fundamentally flawed. I don't know how you can say it better than that. I agree. I agree. I agree. Hang on. All right. The edit is going well. That's right. You guys are like, you're editing while you're doing a live stream? Yes, I am. I'm Tom. I'm trying to become Tom. Well, not really, but I'm learning things from Tom. I could never become Tom. The speech of Theod ends before they charge the Pelennor Fields always chokes me up. Yeah, I know I pronounced some of that wrong. I always do. Donut Lord, I'll take the money. That's right. Achtung, Achtung, ich bin gelandet. I have been what? Thank you, Rambam 3000. Mark says, I trust in the short life expectancy of Boeing whistleblowers. Have you noticed the trend? Is that what you're saying? Have you noticed a trend? Well, I mean, yeah. Rattlesnake kind of tastes like chicken. I don't really enjoy snake, though. Boeing just wants to prove that in space no one can hear you scream. Oh, that's so irreverent and bad. Oh, boy. Greetings programs, indeed. Paid actors, yes. That's exactly what we're talking about with these protesters. Walter Tomaszewski says, good funny morning, CC. Indeed. Thank you for being here. Who else is out in the world? Dave G. Sound. If you're a whistleblower, nothing will happen to you. Nothing at all. Ever again. Yeah, I think a lot of people have come to realize these professional agitators out there. And you know what? The people that are enabling them, paying for them, need to be held accountable and put in prison. That's not protesting. That's being a tourist. You know, it's you're LARPing. Hey, what's up, Adam? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Carlos Alfredo Lopez is out there in the world. That's right. Tom adjacent. That's what I am. I'm Tom adjacent. That's what I feel like. We creatives are always at war with the people with the money. That's so true. You know, I've always been at war with the people with the money. I have landed in German. Ah, okay. Sorry. The last word was trying to figure it out in my head. I need to go back and do German again. Boeing is getting a body count almost as high as Hillary. It's possible. That one will get me demonetized. All right. Anyway. I caught up with you guys. Amazing. It's amazing. We got so much stuff going on. But I'm really proud of gamers for this Helldivers 2 thing. I hope that we all stand up to this nonsense going forward. And the next time it happens, it gets stronger. In fact, if you guys would support the idea that we can actually have this kind of effect in gaming and then push it outside of gaming to everything else so that we're not being served up garbage all the time, that would be great. Because the fact that the gamers won is a big deal. I really hope it's not lost on anybody. I really did not expect it initially, and then everybody decided to make democracy prevail. That's right. If only Capcom and Square Enix would get a friggin' clue. They're lost as far as I can tell. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Which is a shame. Truly. What else is happening? What else you got? Will Hollywood recover? No. Not anytime soon. Anytime you have to steer big corporations, I make this analogy all the time. If you're on a zillion-gallon oil tanker and you're the pilot of that ship and you need to come to an emergency stop, it takes 18 miles for you to make that stop. 18 miles. So you're not coming to a stop anytime soon. So they have to turn all that machinery off, start turning the wheel, start figuring out where else they're going. The only thing they can do is U-turn. And there's really no film, and this is true story right here from Apollo Monopoly. There's no billion dollar film this year. None. And Joey's correct. They're going to hit they're going to hit the wall first. The fiscal inertia is not headed in the right direction. Marks, 18 miles or one bridge. That's not probably the best thing to talk about. But yeah. You don't come to an immediate stop with a tanker or a train or anything with that. You just don't. Donut Lord asks, and I think this is for animation. Do I think 2D movies will come back, or is it gone for good? I think it'll come back. I think there's a need for that art, and I think that people actually prefer it. Honestly. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I think that my friends that worked in animation, I think they're still optimistic, which makes me more optimistic. So perhaps that's some of it. But I mean, do you want to watch things that are 3D all the time? I don't. I think it looks good and it's engaging, and in certain ways it's great, but 2D is good. 2D is good. And Joey's correct. Hollywood is going bankrupt. Bye-bye. Bye-bye bankruptcy. Couldn't happen to a nicer industry. Actually, no. I have friends that work there. In fact, there are people right now in this chat that work in the industry, and they know what's happening. They can see it. They see the writing on the wall. There's fewer and fewer projects, television and film. You know, the end of peak TV that was predicted for 5 years. The guy who did that was eventually right. And he was right for a lot of reasons. It's unsustainable. The content for content's sake doesn't work, which is what all these streaming services did. And it much to their detriment. I mean, we've been here on this show, us, have been talking about this decay for years now. I think I'm coming up on, or I think I have, I crossed the 4-year mark. I don't know, of being on the YouTube. And, you know, it's a fight every day to be here, but it's worse in Hollywood because there's no more investment capital coming in, right? Hollywood is going bankrupt. It's all over, except for the hovering of investor accounts. And that's what's happening, you know? And why are people, why are people focusing on games that are 6 years old or older? Why are they going back and watching old television shows? Why are the young people going back and watching things like Suits and discovering Friends? And some people are finding MASH, and other people are finding things that were less polarizing as far as the politics go. Like even shows like West Wing, which were, heavily slanted to one side of the political aisle. Why? It's a good question. And Dr. Megatron is correct. They need to get used to not making a billion. Yeah. And they need to not blame the fans, as Cyrano says. I don't know what the upside is. Oh, CJ, I know it's cheaper to do. It's just, I mean, the art of the 2D thing can convey. I'm sorry, you can just get more out of it. You look at something like Lion King. It's the original is just better. The multiplanar camera that was used all the way back with Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and all of that, and Snow White, all of that. For whatever reason, it looked more real. It looked more real. And that's what people liked. And when I say it looked more real, of course it's animation, but it just you could see things, you could feel things. And it's just better. Surprised the film about the ship hitting the bridge isn't out yet. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't agree with me in animation, but I love 2D animation. And Mark, you are correct once again. Hollywood will be fixed when merit is the most important thing. Yeah. I mean, you have high tier, high level writers that can't get a job. They have all these people who have no merit or anything that's close to quality experience. People that are just there because, well, they check some boxes. That's a problem. The old shows didn't suck, yeah. Oh, Luis, I love films coming from India. There are some Korean films. There's some Japanese stuff. Um, but India right now is basically Hollywood 2.0. And old stuff has better, more compelling stories. So true. Mark's like, if I hear another kid ask me if I've seen Friends again, I swear, it's weird, right? Walter Tomaszewski says, when one door closes, another door opens. Boeing. You guys, it's so true. Oh, and I got to get on a plane here. Month. Oh, terrifying. But budget movies filled with iPhones will save Hollywood. LOL. Well, I think I could do a good job. Gary Roddick made a point last night. He and his friends used to go to the theater every weekend, and he now prefers to stay in and watch it on his home theater. He's not alone. Yeah. Well, I was citing you earlier, Victor. What's up, Vic? Hopping by to say hi. Says, Aurora Uplinks. What's up, Aurora Uplinks? Good to see you. The only movie I want to go watch is Gundam Seed. There you go. Yeah, I can't comment on this out loud, Joey, but I think your perspective is accurate. And Davina is correct. Movie audiences aren't stupid. There has been a rise in viewership of old shows and movies, and it won't reverse until entertainment becomes worth watching. And it hasn't been for a long, long time. Man, so I set my seat up to lean back. I don't like it because I look like I'm low in the chair there. Cell animation. I have a lot of cell pieces actually around the house framed. The success of 2B demonstrates. Oh, Mac is here. Okay, so follow Mac on Twitter, please. Mac is one of the best follows. Great information constantly. The success of 2B demonstrates people are choosing retro content. True story. That's information and analysis. Check out Mac on Twitter. Or I guess it's known as is the handle, right, Mac? Thanks for that. Dice Media Group says, you want to know how cheap it can be? American Gods was produced at a sound script first. It was cheap, and they made loads of money on it before they even shot one cell of film. There you go. Dr. Jones, good to see you, my friend. Another incredible person out there in the world. Says, committee filmmaking has killed the industry. Artistic vision doesn't exist anymore. Dr. Jones is going to be a guest on my Friday interview show coming up here pretty quick. Tipping Barn. What's up? For $1.99 says, how many whistleblowers fit in a space capsule? Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. You guys are on fire. Was this trip really necessary? Are the window seats on planes cheaper yet? I don't know. We'll have to ask. Little Chad says the movie experience is still good. I agree. But theaters depend on a steady stream of content to build the habit. Also true. The habit can't sustain with movies only releasing every 4 to 6 weeks. Well, I'll say this. There are movies releasing all the time. They suck. Good movies, yeah, they need a steady diet of good films. They're miles away from that. Miles and miles away. What's up, One Man Show? Great to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. 12-inch Lando says, CC, it feels like the game industry crash is incoming. I have 5 terabytes of games sitting there waiting to be played, not to mention shelves full of physical. Very little interest in or time for new stuff. I think that's telling. I think it's telling. Yeah. Yeah. And this is a conversation I think we've all been having kind of in the background. People are using their own Plex servers and stuff to curate the content. Smart. Clay. Try again. Then this is a nice gaming chair. I just had it tipped back. Yeah, is this live? You still have a Friday night show? Who knew? Well, last couple weeks, let's just say, sometimes it's hard to keep people in a schedule, let's say. Okay, and this is the point, right, with the Helldivers 2 game. People will pay for games that are worth playing. A lot of people have game libraries with thousands of play hours they'll never attempt. It's true. I always find myself playing the games that I think are great, that are fully immersive and have great stories. So think what you want about Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Fallout. Think what you will about all of that. But those games are engaging and have brilliant stories. The original World of Warcraft stuff was fantastic. I play Civilization, go back and play that regularly. I have every version of that. Sometimes you can get lost in something silly with, make your own story sandbox like Spore. It is what it is. Rod Thunderheart, what's up, buddy? And JB Spooky Review makes the point. We have lifetimes of movies, shows, books, and games. Why should I care about anything new when the best and most creative stuff already exists? And I'm afraid that might be quite true. Izaj Melody, just checking in. Well, I'm glad you're here, bud. Appreciate it. Awesome. And the online games are treated by the AAA game companies like a portal to your bank account. They didn't used to be, right? I mean, one of the things I really appreciated early on about Blizzard's development of World of Warcraft was that they really did make an effort to keep the gold farming and stuff like that to a minimum. Then they just went into the business of gold farming. They're selling gold to people, messing up the economy in game. Inflation showed up in game. You guys notice that? When you make more of something available, it becomes less valuable. It increases the price of stuff. Get in this cycle. Why do you think you're paying 40% more on average for the items that are part of the staples of your daily life? Why do you think your money doesn't go very far? Because they printed money with no accountability, and they're continuing to do so. They're going to have to approve another debt raise as far as the ceiling goes in the very near future. Why? Why? They're destroying the value of your money, the value of your goods and products and everything else. You have people, the next 2 generations, complaining they'll never be able to buy a house. It's because of who you voted for and the policies that they put in place and the fact that you allowed them to print money left and right. There's got to be accountability for these people. And Vic, I'm afraid you may be right. Theaters may head the direction of drive-ins. I'm not ready to concede that yet, but I understand where it's coming from. And we've seen AMC close, multiplexes around the country. It's possible there won't be many left. Maybe. Hey, 11 Alpha, good to see you. Izaj Maloney says something. We have a finite amount of time in this world. Time is worth more than money when it comes to what we waste it on. It's true. Well, again, narcissists, sociopaths, people like that are only worried about themselves. They don't look any farther ahead or out for anyone else. Emperor M. So that's kind of the situation we're in. Uh-oh. Reality intruding on video games? Why, yes. And this is the other thing, right? At a base level, at a core level of your computer, some of the games, because of their anti-cheat garbage, instead of writing it into the code of the game, they use these anti-cheat things, which should be illegal. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Drive-ins are very fun. They really are. And that's why they put bars in theaters now. Yeah. Yep, the anti-cheat software is extremely invasive. It can open a computer up to major security problems. Yeah, I think that may have been what happened to my beast. Why I had to replace the motherboard and other things is, it got messed up because it was running certain things in background processes. So I haven't on this machine as of yet. I don't have a game on here that has any of the invasive anti-cheat stuff. So for now, that's going to have to change though. Yeah. Elden Ring, you guys that play these games, I admire you. I get no joy out of dying 1 billion times. I really don't. All right, we're going to have to wrap up bonus time. We're not quite done with the render on the video, but I assure you I will drop it as soon as it's finished. It's got about 23% left to go. Please check it out. I'll put it in the community tab as an announcement as well. But I do want to say some positive things about what happened with Helldivers. They're all contained within the video. At a certain point, I think I probably sound like an idiot, but I appreciate that. For those of you who've sent super chats and super stickers today, thank you. I want to say thank you to Darius Munchausen, Is This Live? Keely Chow and Darius for both being members, and a Tripping Barn. I always say that's a tipping barn for dropping a $1.99. $2 super chat as well. I really do appreciate you. That's right. Raise your hand if you like this stream. I think you're great. And for those of you watching on the replay, thank you very much. As always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya.